The LinkedIn 2022 Workplace Learning Report identifies several learning trends that are affecting learning and so are becoming learning trends. One of them is identifying change in work arrangements as a global trend. And to that, I said a little bit, no kidding. We've all been redefining our work arrangement. The data underneath that, though, that they share is that, so change in work arrangements is in-office, hybrid, flexible, also organizations shedding office space, therefore moving to a hoteling approach. So the data behind that, one stat that they offered is that 81% of executives are changing their organization's policies to offer greater flexibility. And when we look at that data and all the different types of changes in work arrangements, the impact on L&D and learning and development can be significant. So we need to leverage technology where we can. People need flexibility, both in time when they attend and learn, when they attend programs, the location, if it's in the office, at home, in a coffee shop, and what device they're using. So that's where the technology really comes in. With that, from a design perspective, we really need to look at blended learning and micro learning. How do we keep it small, and how do we build those small pieces together to create a cohesive whole that people can learn from? And ultimately, that's all about personalizing the learning. So people don't have the luxury of time. They don't have the luxury of maybe coming in together. So we need to make sure that when they do step out of their work and step into something learning and development focused, that it's really targeted and applicable to what they need in that moment. So a learning strategy can help in a few ways. It identifies the areas to focus on based on what are all those external factors, things like changes in workplace environments, but also what's happening in the internal organization, what's happening with your employees and with your firm that impacts the employees and how they're working and therefore how they're learning. A learning strategy also lays out the plan for how you are going to address all of those changes and how you're going to balance the core skills that people need while also being responsive to new trends and new needs that arise. Lastly, and probably most importantly, in my opinion, is that a learning strategy can answer the question, how do we want learning and development to support employees and the organization? So what kind of a learning and culture and learning support structures do we want to put in place to support our employees and their development, which in turn will support the organization? If you're interested in talking about a learning strategy, I'd love to have a conversation. Feel free to reach out.